Hello everyone. We are back with another stream. The hike back. We are playing it with my beloved Joel. And
Hello.
I was worried that Discord was not picking up because I closed Discord and now Discord's acting up. But hello everyone. I also did not get the notification in my own Discord stream. But Discord is not loading up now, so I'm having problems.
Technical difficulties already.
Yep. Because I messed up.
Let's go.
It's fine. Everyone can hear us. How is everyone? Hello, Wolf. Hello, Bucket. How you doing? Joe Mama, indeed. I really can't get Discord up.
Sounds like a you problem.
Okay, honey, I'm gonna shut Discord down. Oh, thank you, Eva Bucket, for the sub. I'll make sure. Can we have that written down somewhere in the Discord as staff members? Thank you. I doesn't even say Discord is up. How are we talking, Joel?
In Task Manager?
Yeah, Discord's not even on.
Did you type it in?
Found it. It's very at the bottom, crashed up. Okay. We're just kicking Joel from the call really quick while I reload Discord. Discord's glitched. Okay. Let's load Discord. Get him back in. But thank you, Eva Bucket, for the 6 months subbed. Well done. We're just getting the Discord back up, so here, the Joel. There we are.
Your Huckleberry.
Okay, I have regret straight away.
What's up, love?
You.
Oh, you regret me?
Yes. Okay. Why is... Maybe can... Discord part is not loading up anymore. Lovely.
Probably have to restart the game.
It's not the game, it's the Discord. There we go. It's back. We're back. We're ready.
We're so back, boys.
Yeah. I do need to put the link in my news as the bots did not send it. So give me a moment, guys. I've messed up my Discord, and now it's just all messy. I have some lag. Oh, right, don't mind me. Let me just copy that. Gotta go back to full screen here. There we go. You guys didn't see nothing. It is a horror game. There you go. Okay, we're ready. I've sent in the link so people can come watch it from Discord. Are you ready, hun?
Yes, the green chair, please.
Oh wait, I'm not a screen share. I'm about to go off without you. There we go.
You're just gonna leave me in the dust.
Yeah.
Without my lines.
So this game was recommended by Joel. I basically just scanned it and understood it's a horror novel.
Yep.
And Joel knows more than me.
And
Wolf said, bye, Joel! I agree. We're gonna start.
Okay, Wolf. I'm kidding. I love you.
If the profile pictures are in the way at all in the game, let us know. I'll move into a better spot.
Whoa.
Okay. Who... Should it be me talking now or you?
It should be you. This is... You main character.
Let me tell you a story. It was late that night. I was driving through some backwoods to visit a friend. Then I spotted something on the side of the road. That's when I first saw you. Sticking your thumb out looking for a lift. So I decided to stop and help you out. You better be hot.
It's up to you to decide.
That night was so dark that I could barely see your face, but I imagined to catch a glimpse of you through my faded headlights. Your front was smeared with dirt and grim, and your hair stuck out in every direction. You asked me for a ride to the next town over, and I said yes. I watched you climb into the back seat. Rode together in silence for miles. There was no radio signal out here, so music wasn't much of an option. I could barely hear you breathing. Sometimes I forgot you were there at all. I'm a great driver.
Honestly.
I could feel myself. I could feel myself starting to nod off. Oh my god, I'm nodding off while driving.
The best driver, boys.
The dust in the headlights swarm in lazy streams. Oh my god, I am passing out. And just as I started to drift away, well, I'm dead. Something peered through my. Oh my god, I am dead. Peered through my stomach. Your arms were around my waist from behind. Your fingers clutching a bloody skateboard. This is why you don't pick up people. My throat closed up. My mind went blank. My senses screaming. I lost control of the wheel.
Best driver, ladies and gentlemen.
Up, down. Car crash!
Let's go.
My head was pounding. Needles prickle across my skin, cut with shattered bone and scalpel. Every breath I took was harder than the last. There was no one else in those woods. There was no one around to help. I was going to die here. Next to me, I could see you coughing up blood. Your arms were embedded with broken glass. I asked you why you did it. There was no point. After all, now you're both going to die. Oh my god, is it like it for anyone else?
A little bit for me.
Yeah. Gave me a wary smile as my vision faded to black. You spoke with a voice like gravel and throat and teeth. You told is there a way of me knowing when you talk or not? Or is this all me still?
So for a long while it'll build a main character.
Okay.
Monologuing. So
you told me that you couldn't help it. Please tell me he's hot! It was in your nature. We're done, guys. We're done.
That's the stream.
That's the
Can we get some claps in the chat?
That's the end of the stream.
We're so back. We're so over.
For real, on my Discord. Okay, we're not gonna use the Dsicord because it's not lighting up. That was really the end? Excuse me?
That was the one ending.
Oh, what? Yeah, that's broken. What if I just... Give me a moment, guys. I'm trying to do something. Can I just refresh it? Fixed. Still talk.
Hello.
Yeah, no, that's broken. Okay.
Oh.
Everything's just breaking with this game. It's fine. We'll start again. It does work like that, right, hun?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want, because the main character is going to speak for a long time without the other one like talking themselves. If you want, we could swap voices. like every so often, or like every ending or so.
Hmm. I don't mind.
Alright.
Oh.
We told you.
Oh shit! Okay. Okay. Let me tell you a story. Okay, I like that. This is kind of cool. My name's not important. Never liked it much anyway. You just have to let me know when it's your turn, okay, hon?
Yep.
I was driving that night to visit a friend on the other side of the mountains. I never met them in person before, but they needed my help, and that was all that mattered. This place really was out in the middle of nowhere, though. No, not a sign of civility. No sign of people to be seen. I was messing around with the radio when I saw you. A scrawny thing in dirty clothes, sticking your thumb out. Am I a new person? So Oh! Okay. I don't really have a choice. I decided to stop. So I decided to stop. What the hell, you know? I felt bad for you. Maybe you really needed the help. I don't think I could have lived myself if I abandoned someone in a bad spot. So I flashed my headlights and pulled over beside you. As soon as I got out of the car, I could tell I made the right call. You got out of the car is your first mistake. Why do you have to get out of the car?
Because you gotta go check them out, you know?
No. Ah! You look like shit. The knees of your pants were all scrubbed, and your whole body was smudged with dirt. You needed help badly. Hey, you alright? Where are you headed? You looked at me with blank stare, as if I was saying nothing but meaningless noises. I sighed and took a step forward. You eyed me warily. Look, you need a ride, right? If I'm taking you somewhere, then you can at least give me a direction. Seemed to consider this for a while. You ran your fingernails up and down your arm as if you were scratching at something. After a bit, you finally looked at me in the eyes.
Is there a town nearby?
I could tell just by listening to you that you desperately needed a drink. Unfortunately, I didn't think the half-empty soda sitting in my cup holder would cut it. Nearby? Not for a while yet. But there should be a gas station at the next exit. How about 20-minute drive or so? Chewed on your lip. Silence. Do you want me to take you there? You nodded slowly.
Thanks.
So I stepped back towards the car and opened the door. Okay. The first time we did this, you fucking stabbed it in the back. So you're gonna go to the side.
Hey.
You get an upgrade. Upgrades, people.
Let's go.
So I opened the door to the passenger side. You seemed harmless enough, so there's no point in being rude. Oh shit. You didn't move. Everything okay? Get in the car, run. Just drive. Just drive. Still nothing. I figured you were just nervous. I didn't blame you. This was a pretty weird situation. I noticed you were fumbling with something underneath your breath. Oh, you want to be in the back? Yeah, fuck no. No! Hey, no worries if it's too much, okay? If you want, I can always call the police station.
No.
A refusal so quick, I had to take a second to even recognize it. You sure? Must have stuck his nerve. He is not happy with being in the back. Without another word, brushed past me and slid inside.
Oh.
I tried to give your shoulder a reassuring pat as you got in, as reassuring as I could imagine anyway. You almost hit your head on the roof when when my hand made contact.
Just like me, for real.
Don't touch me. Hey.
What?
Seatbelt. No response. I glanced over my shoulder and pointed at the belt buckle. Put it on. I'm not moving this car until you do. You blinked at me slowly before pulling on the seatbelt. You examined it like it was a forage object that as you crossed it over your waist and hooked it into the buckle. With a sigh, I turned back towards the wheel and started up the engine. I'm so dead. Radio still wasn't working. It was really starting to piss me off. This character, the first character did not swear at all. This character is like, I'm not in the mood. Guess there wasn't much single out far. And all the while, you hardly made a sound. It was like you wasn't even there. But you were. I checked. Quiet as a corpse, with your cheek pressed against the window. Window?
Widowmaker?
Oh, hello. We drove for miles, endless stretches of the same road, the same trees, the same dark expanse. For all we knew, we could have been driving in place. Things started to get blurry. Oh. My eyelids were heavy from the weight of all the hours of the road. I didn't want to risk falling asleep at the wheel, so I went ahead and downed the last bit of my energy drink. It was long since flat. The sugar and the gunk, the artificial flavors, all stuck it to my teeth. Gross. I needed something more substantial to keep me awake. Music would have been fine, but the radio still refused to cooperate. What to do? I'm gonna get stabbed.
Nah.
Oh, right. As I heard you shuffling around your seat, I realized some friendly conversation could definitely keep me up. I hardly knew anything about you, after all. You were just... I'm dead. You were just a total stranger. No harm in breaking the ice, right? I'm so dead.
Get away from me.
So I glanced over towards you and spoke. Hey. I imagined to see your scamper a second before it went straight through my eye. Oh my god! The next thing I knew, we were both crashing through the windshield. You're just a serial killer. You're killing every single person I get.
Mm-hmm.
In the eye? A tree. Or was it a boulder? Maybe. I couldn't tell. As soon as my vision went red, the wheel slipped out of my fingers and we crashed straight into something. My head was pounding. The muck that was left on my eye leaked down to my chin. The only thing that kept me from passing out was the pain. Needles prickled across my skin, cut the shattered bone and shrapnel. Every breath I took was harder than the last. There was no one else in the woods. There was no one around to help. I was going to die here. Next to me, I heard you yelp in pain. Through the blood, I saw your leg twist in ways it never should be. This was the end of both of us. But instead of screaming, crying, begging for my life. All I could feel was anger. Oh, I'm pissed! My mouth started moving for my throat, my blood. What the fuck is wrong with you? Every word tasted like iron. Because of this, because of you, now we're both dead. Even with my sight melting away, I felt your eyes boring into me. Is this what you wanted? Your head lolled to the side as you choked and gasped, wiping your mouth on your arm. The veins in your neck bulged as I could see them clearly now. I wanted to wrap my hands around your throat and squeeze more than I ever wanted anything else in my entire life.
No.
Then, I pounced on your response like a rabid animal. I had to know. I deserved to. I'd heard your nails scrape across the graveled hair, curtains your face. What? Cleared your throat and tried again. Your voice was thick with blood. Whose... Oh.
Fault is this? Answer me.
Whose fault?
Who is to blame for this ending?
You! One to blame is... Okay, wait a minute. Our usernames are me, you. So I would imagine... It would be you.
You is my character. You is my character.
You. You, obviously. You stabbed me in the fucking eye. What possibly? I got too heated. I had to take a second to wheeze, feeling my lungs sting. What possible reason could you ever had?
None.
I stopped in my tracks, mouth hung up and like a dead fish. What?
There was no reason. No reason at all. Because it was not a reasonable thing to do.
Somehow it felt like you were speaking much clearer all of a sudden. And I saw movement in your direction. Were you standing up?
I did it because I'm a bad person. That is all there is to it.
I couldn't keep the eye I had left open any longer, even as my mind raced. I felt someone, you, right next to me, a creeping heat that sent goosebumps running up my neck.
That's for people like me.
I heard the smile in your voice. Okay.
It's in my nature.
Well done. Wouldn't the pain make you pass out? I agree. Imagine if the main character was the serial killer and you... Wait, what? Imagine if the main character was the serial killer and you revive every to death. So you is trying to stop you from failing. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we are the killer. I don't know. No, they are definitely the killer.
No, that was yours.
Oh! Red?
This is...
Red?
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to?
I mean, is it my character? Is it yours?
No, it's neither.
I feel like it would be a creepy voice. Can you do a creepy voice?
I can try. You just never learn, do you? I can't, like, enunciate very well, so...
I see.
I don't know.
Don't worry, I'll be the red text.
Well, thank you.
Let me be a smart character. Maybe if I... Oh, never mind. Okay. Please let me be a smart character. Let me be a serial killer as well. Tell you a story. My name's not important. Never liked it much anyway. You sound like the other person. I was driving that night to visit... Oh. Okay. I was driving that night to visit a friend on the other side of the mountains. I never met them in person before, but they needed my help. That was all that mattered. This place really was out in the middle of nowhere, though. Not a sign of humans to be... My windshield had gotten cracked somehow. Not clue what that happened. We crashed. Twice. It was no big deal. The car had already seen much better days, and no one little crack wouldn't do any more harm. Even though I didn't remember having it. Oh, the flashbacks. I was messing around with the radio when I saw you. A scrawny thing in dirty clothes, sticking your thumb out. So I kept driving. I kept driving. I kept right on driving. Like hell was I falling for that. Stranger out of here in the middle of the bumfuck nowhere asking for a lift? Are you kidding? Pulled me super anxious. But that sounded like the beginning of a ghost story. And sure as hell wasn't planning on dying anytime soon. I broke Death's voice. I still felt your eyes on me as I sped past you all the way down to the road. Wolf said yes. The online friend was him. Oh my god, that could be him. I never saw you again. Ending! Woohoo! I survived!
Common sense.
I survived! There gotta be an ending, obviously.
What?
Gotta, you know?
Uh-huh. You noticed anything in the menu, by the way?
Menu? No.
Mm.
It hurts. And now I'm dead. Let me tell you a story. My name's not important. Never liked it much anyway. I was driving that night to visit a friend on the other side of the mountain. I never met the person before, but they needed my help. That was all that mattered. This place really was out in the middle of nowhere, though. Not a sign of humans to be seen. My windshield had gotten cracked somehow. Not clue when that happened. It was no big deal. The car had already seen much better days, and one little crack wouldn't have done any more harm. Even though I didn't remember having it. I was messing around with the radio when I saw you. A scrawny thing in a dirty clothes sticking your thumb out. So I feel like just driving, I don't think I'm gonna get another ending. I think that's just one ending by itself. So I feel like no matter what, you have to stop. So I decided to stop. What the hell, you know? I felt bad for you. Maybe you really needed some help. I don't think I could have lived for myself if I abandoned someone in the bad spot. So I flashed my headlights and pulled you over beside you. As soon as I got out of the car, I could tell I made the right call. Oh wait, did they always have a nosebleed? okay. I thought they were changing slowly. You look like shit.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that is new. Cause it looks like their nose is bleeding. Okay. You look like shit. The knees on your pants were all scruffled and your whole body was smudged with dirt. I could even see. Oh! I really thought it was gonna point out. Okay, I like this. I like this. I could see the blood trickling out of your nose. You needed help. Badly. Hey, you alright? Where are you headed? You looked at me with a blank stare as if I was saying nothing but meaningless noise. I sighed and took a step forward. You eyed me warily. Look, you need a ride, right? I'm taking you somewhere, then you can at least give me a direction. You seemed to consider this for a while. You ran your fingernails up and down your arms as if you were scratching at something. After a bit, you finally looked me in the eyes.
Is there a town nearby?
I could tell by listening to you that you desperately needed a drink. Fortunately, I didn't think a half-empty soda sitting in the cup holder would have cut it. Nearby? Not for a while yet. But there should be a gas station at the next exit. How about a 20-minute drive or so? You chewed on your lip in silence. Do you want me to take you there? You nodded slowly.
Please.
So I stepped back towards the car and opened the door to the... Okay. I think I've done everything in the passenger seat, so I'm going to put him in the back.
Back shot.
I'm going to get stabbed in the back, though. So I opened the door to the back seat. Better safe than sorry. Stared at me for only a moment before climbing inside. Hey.
What?
Seatbelt? No response. I turned around to my seat and pointed to the seatbelt buckle. Put it on. I'm not moving this car until you do. You rolled your eyes as you tugged at the seatbelt as if we had this conversation before. With a sigh, I turned back towards the wheel and started up the engine. Radio still wasn't working. It was really starting to piss me off. I guess there wasn't much signal out there far out. And all the while you hardly made a sound. It was like you wasn't even there. We drove for miles, endless stretches of the same road and the same trees, the same dark experience. But for all we knew, we could have been driving in place. Things started to get blurry. My eyelids were heavy from the weight of the hours on the road. I didn't want to risk falling asleep at the wheel, so... Huh? The can was completely empty. Weird. I've been so sure that I had some left. When did I drink it? Had I forgotten somehow? I tried to shake the weird sense of deja vu from my head and kept my eyes on the road. Still nothing from the back seat. I adjusted my rear view so I could get a look at what you were up to. I could barely see a thing. My throat closed up. What had I been thinking, letting you in my car? I had no idea who you were, what you wanted, or what you were capable of. For all I knew, you could have been hiding a body in the highway Dutch somewhere by morning. You were just a total stranger. How far were we to somewhere safe? If something happened, would anyone come to help? And as those thoughts swarmed my head, I'm dead. I heard you moving around in the back seat. My chest felt tight and panic surged inside me. I swore that I could feel your breath on my neck. Were you about to kill me? I had to do something. Now. Yes! I could do something! So I hit the brake. But no, speaking up. Because all the other times, I spoke up and he shut me the fuck up. So I hit the brake and you're going to... You have the seatbelt on, so you're not going to do much, but he will do something. Hit the belt. Brakes. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed you out of my car now. Without hesitation or warning, I wheeled off towards the side of the road and hit the brakes. that I didn't catch the tree in time.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o!
Fuck! I killed myself! I killed myself! He didn't have to do shit, I killed myself! My legs wasn't. Oh my god, I'm paralyzed.
Different this time, yeah.
The arms wasn't either. My body didn't do anything that I told it to. Oh my god, I am paralyzed. Like in a dream or a nightmare. My head was pounding. All I could do was breathe. That was getting harder by the second. It hurt, but eventually the pain all blended together like white noise, dull, comforting. Needle prickled across my skin, cut the shattered bone, and no. There was no one out in the woods. There was no one around to help. I was going to die here. I managed to turn my head to the side enough to see you lying in a rubble herd. You were face down, blood pouring out under your head. Oh my god, you're dead. Wasn't moving. This was the end of both of us. So I closed my eyes. I killed you!
Yep. You flung me out of the car.
You were going to kill me anyway. So I just knew it. I just knew it somehow. A random stranger out in the middle of nowhere, all filthy, acting weird and asking for a ride. Of course you had to be a killer. Or some kind of bad person at least. Anyone else would have done the same. This was the only way things could have ended. I did what I had to do in self-defense. Yeah,
sure.
That was it. Self-defense. My breath shook. I did what I had to do. Right? Well, now we have to go to the other option.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you're gonna have a scar on your head now. Or just bleeding from your head. Yeah, it is. It's moving.
Yeah.
This time. Skipping.
Yeah.
We're skipping until we get the thing. I'm scanning it to see if there's anything different now.
If you go into options, I think you can do it a little bit quicker. Text speed, auto. Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Never mind. Alright.
Ugh. It doesn't even have a save button, which I get.
Yeah.
I decided to stop.
I wish the text noise was changed with the sands like.
I love it. No, you don't have any bruises on your head. Nose. I mean, I'm like studying you now, looking at every little detail on you now.
Not creepy at all.
Mm. Now all of this is the same.
Yeah. At least when you edit, you can like cut the portions for it.
Oh yeah.
Change. Besides the one where you made the fucking.
I had to do something. It was a repeat. I had to make some funny moments.
Jeez. You don't have to make the perverts to make them funny. You know that, right?
What do you mean?
You don't have to have a pervert character to have a funny character.
Yeah. I wanted to do a flirty one.
SMH. Yeah.
Let's put you in the back. Yeah, we got more better side of it. I do wonder, it would have been more cooler if he actually just put the seatbelt on straight away because he's sick of this conversation.
He's not doing it straight away, but he is reacting differently each time.
Oh, really?
Like, he does it quicker. And here, rolling your eyes, tuck the seatbelt on.
Yeah, I thought that was just the same.
That's the same as the last one, it's not the same as the first one.
But
It's
yeah.
changed twice.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. The radio still wasn't working. It was really starting to... Oh.
It will be different when we get to the bit where you hear them shuffling around. Oh, that's when it becomes different.
Okay, shuffling.
Only choice. Yeah.
Okay. I could barely see a thing. Throat closed up. What I had been thinking, letting you in my car. I had no idea who you were, what you wanted, or what you were capable of. For all I knew, you could be hiding a body in a highway ditch somewhere by morning. You were just a total stranger. How far would we go? Somewhere safe. If something happened, would anyone come to help? And if those thoughts swarmed my head, I heard you moving around in the back seat. My chest felt tight as panic swirled inside me. One that I could feel your breath on my neck. Are you about to kill me? I had to do something now. So I spoke up because I killed both of us on the brakes. My mouth suddenly felt very dry. With a deep breath, I spoke. What do you think you're doing? And almost as soon as the words left my mouth,
I farted.
Oh!
Oh.
Wait, I'm a guy!
Did you not know?
Look at me! I'm muscly!
Your big ass nose, holy shit.
Don't look at my nose, look at my fucking chest! Look at that, Jesus! I got Jesus on my side!
Look at my eye.
The arms wrapped around my chest from behind. Something cold and sharp pressed against my neck.
I am merely taking precautionary measures.
I gripped the steering wheel like it was my last chance. Blood rolled in my head. One flinch, one speed bump, that's all it would take for this stranger to slit my throat. As I swallowed, my skin sank a bit deeper into the blade. How so?
Simple. You could stop this car and kill me at any time. Or drop me off somewhere to rot in captivity. If you so wished. You could even crash this car and watch me burn, safe behind an airbag.
Now, it didn't seem like the best time to mention that I took the airbags out of this thing years ago. Yeah, you would imagine you would keep the airbags if you're in a car, you know? But this way you cannot... Oh, wait. Sorry.
You're good. But this way, you cannot kill me without killing yourself. And in turn, I cannot kill you without killing myself either. Thus, we are even. Does that make sense?
Wait for an answer. You have a point. That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna agree. Agree with the one with the weapon, guys. If you won't be held like this, don't fight back.
Don't flirt with them either.
Don't seduce them. Unless you're in D&D. You have a chance then. You have a point. Agree. I racked my brain for a good answer as I came up empty. Couldn't really argue with that, now could I? I sighed, trying not to think about how close I was to dying any moment as I drove. I admit it, you do have a point there, but what happens when we make it to the gas station? You know, what's keeping you from killing me as soon as I stop the car? You huffed.
I have no reason to. All I need is a ride.
And why did you kill the others? Sure, I guess. But why should I believe that? You're already threatening to kill me and all.
You would just have to trust me.
I don't trust you. My neck's bleeding. Trust you, huh?
Slams brakes.
Oh god, I would die. Well,
yeah.
We're strangers, yeah? I don't know a thing about you. Trusting you is a pretty big ask. So, can I really afford to do that? If I stop this car, I'll be throwing away the only leverage I have against you right now.
Then, by that same logic, if I take away this blade, I would be making the same foolish mistake.
We sat there in silence. I guess we're at a standstill then, aren't we? My fingernails dug into my shoulder and the scalpel nicking at my skin.
Suppose we are.
Oh.
No death this time around.
We just drove.
We just kept driving.
Yep. Well, time to do the... I'm gonna talk back to him.
I will say the first message will change and it might be relevant. The like one more time, it hurt.
One more time. Sorry.
Before I go. I'm gonna get my charger while this is.
Yeah. I decided to stop. I see no difference. I'm just skipping all of this because I'm sick of reading it all.
Understandable.
Put you in the back seat. Yep, same thing. Rolled your eyes. Continue. Drink was empty. Okay.
They're shouting my name out in the fucking.
Oh.
Just hear this fucking.
I spoke.
Some girl outside shouting Joel.
Joel!
Oh no, she's shouting Jolene.
Jolene! Oh, I love Jolene.
No, I hate Jolene. Not actually, I just say the name. I fought it again.
Come on. That doesn't make any sense at all.
What?
I couldn't help it. My temper failed. Like hell, that makes sense. The fuck are you even talking about? Why would I do something like that right after stopping to help you out? Not to mention risking getting killed myself. I was trying to show you a bit of kindness, that's all. I took a second to catch my breath. I wasn't even sure where all that came from. You were waiting patiently for me to finish. After a few moments, you spoke again.
Kindness, you say?
Yeah, heard of it. You even consider that maybe, just maybe, all I wanted was to be nice. And a fat load of good that did me. Now you're threatening to kill me for it? Take your fingers wrapped against my shoulder in a steady rhythm. It took a while to respond this time.
We are strangers, are we not? Just as you had once told me. Strangers who have absolutely no reason to trust each other. Such is why you led me to this seat, rather than one beside you.
Ugh!
You did not trust me enough to be close to you.
You just kept stabbing me in the eye!
It was a good-looking eye, okay? It was a wise decision. I would have done the same. And yet, despite being total strangers, you offered to drive me out of this forest. Now, why might that be? You had no way of knowing that I possessed a blade, no indication that I could possibly be a threat to you. For all that you could tell, I was completely and utterly defenseless. And even now, I cannot hope to kill you without killing myself as well.
Lean forward, your lips ghosted right against my ear.
Chomp.
Ah!
From the very beginning, I have been at your mercy. Now, is this what you would call kindness?
Yeah. Couldn't bring myself to speak. You clicked your tongue.
Well then, if so...
Don't slit my throat.
Then you're just as bad as I am, aren't you?
Yeah, kind.
Can you...
Well, let's put you in the front. You fucking crybaby. I swear to God, if you stab me in the eye again.
Maybe if I... Bum 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 bum
At least I'm not like killing you anymore.
Fun?
Like all the beginning, I just kept killing you. You killing me.
Yeah, no, you kept killing me. Just you.
No, you stabbed me in the eye. Okay, get in the front, you crybaby. Let's show you real trust. So I opened the door to the prejudice side. You seemed harmless enough, and there was no point in being rude.
I'm just gonna stab you immediately this time.
Oh my gosh. You didn't move. Everything okay? Still nothing. I figure you were just nervous. Oh, I don't blame you. It was pretty a weird situation. Now, I noticed you fumbling under your breath.
Not the...
Hey, no worry if it's too much, okay? If you want, I can always call the police station nearby and have you...
No.
You were so quick, I had to take a second to even recognize it. You sure? I was stuck in a nerve. Without another word, you burst past me and slid inside. I tried to give you your shoulder a reassuring pat as you got in, as reassuring as I could imagine anyway. You almost hit your head, the roof, when your hand made contact. Hey.
What?
Seatbelt? And no response. Glanced over my shoulder and pointed at the seatbelt. Put it on. I'm not moving this car until you do. Rolled your eyes and tugged at the seatbelt as if we had this conversation before. With a sigh, I turned back towards the wheel and started the engine. Radio still wasn't working. It really started to piss me off. I guess there wasn't much signal out far, and all a while you hardly made a sound. It was like you wasn't even there. But you were. I checked. Quiet as a corpse with your cheek against the window. We drove for miles, endless stretches of the same road and the same trees, the same dark expanse. For all we knew, we could barely be driving in place. Things started to get blurry. My eyelids were heavy from the weight of the hours of the road. I didn't want to risk falling asleep at the wheel, so my can was completely empty. Weird. Being sure I had some left. When did I drink it? I must have forgotten. I tried to shake the weird sense of judge of view from my head, and I keep my eyes on the road. Caught you staring at me from the corner of my eye, but as soon as I noticed, you turned back towards the window. I needed something more subscription to keep me awake. Music would have been fine, but the radio was still refused to cooperate. Work. What to do? Alright. As I heard you shuffling around the seat, I realized some friendly conversation could definitely keep me up. I hardly knew anything about you after all. You were just, told a stranger. No harm in breaking the ice, right? So I glanced over towards you and spoke. Hey, so what? You slapped me in the eye again. What the fuck? You gave me no choice. It went straight for my eye. The next thing I knew, I was killed.
Wah, wah, wah.
Free. Oh my god. Same thing. It's just same thing. Wheel, fingers, my head was pounding. It's just the same thing.
No.
Wait, then what?
No.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
Was there more? To me, this just looks like the same thing.
I thought it was different for a second.
No. But, looks the same.
It's not.
Just who do you blame? Who fault? Now I have to pick. If I want a good one, I blame myself. Oh! 5 of us!
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, something new. For some reason, I remembered something. Something that hasn't happened yet. Or was it something that has never meant to happen at all? My head spun. The answer that left my mouth wasn't the one either of us had been expecting. We're both to blame.
I beg your pardon?
You sounded so off guard. Like you'd forgotten that you were supposed to be in pain. Like, this was all some big play, and I've said something that wasn't in the script. I couldn't even remember why I'd been angry in the first place. I was the one who stopped. I was the one who created this whole situation. And you escalated thing, got us to this point. Even if I was the one that crashed the car, even if you were the one that tried to kill me, without both of our actions combined, we wouldn't have been here. I couldn't tell how much sense all of that actually made. I was losing too much blood too quickly. All I could feel was this overwhelming desire to rest. Rest until all didn't hurt too much anymore. My good eye closed while the other fluttered and stung. I heard you, moving, I think. Moving like you were standing up. For some reason, I didn't find that strange at all. Like I've seen you do it before. That's when I heard you. You were laughing. Laughing like you never done it before. Laughing in a way you sounded more like an intimated than the real thing.
All along.
You wheezed and hiccuped and coughed.
All along. The blame was split. How could I have missed it?
My head was spinning again. It was getting hard to understand what you were saying, much less what you meant by all of it.
All along. We were beings of conflicting natures. One of self-sabotage, and one of self-preservation. So naturally we clashed. And now, here we are.
You sighed, catching your breath. Your voice was still trembling from laughter.
Oh, wonderful. Do you think it must be to be faultless? Bereft of consciousness and reason. How wonderful. To live one's life without conflict and thus without regret.
I have regrets. Choked, fighting for air. Were you laughing again?
I suppose that must be truly the nature of bad people, yes? Not that they are completely devoid of good intentions and thought. But that they have such thoughts and choose to ignore them anyway.
Yeah.
Thoughtless.
We have like 1, 2, 3 more endings? Again. Roll back.
This is when you...
Again. Again. As many times as it take. No matter how long, no matter how far, no matter how much I had to suffer, no matter how many times I rolled back. Because I needed to keep going. Because I needed to keep running. Because I needed to escape this endless cycle. There. First oak tree bend on the left. The only way over here was... run. Okay, I'm not... okay. Wait, is this you?
This is my character, yeah.
Ah, okay.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, that's all you. Okay.
Forward. My shoes were thinning at this point. The soles couldn't take more of the same rocks, the same twigs, the same scattered debris. It's just another one of the things I had to like stick around with each time, as obnoxious as it was. If I wasted my energy, rolling back every single little detail, I'd be dead by now. It just wasn't worth it. So I settled for letting a few slings slip through the cracks. And I didn't have much stamina left as it was. Exhaustion weighed at my every step, leaving me lagging behind. Already 2.5 seconds slower to this landmark. I was running out of time. Bird bent, second thump. Only one option. Run. So I kept running. As long as I kept moving. As long as I kept running, I'd make it eventually, right? Even if all I was doing was running in place. My lungs burned. I couldn't outrun her forever. I knew that much. I'm not stupid. But I didn't have much of a choice anymore. If I got too far for her liking, she'd pull on my reins and drag me all the way back, kicking and screaming. Not this time. This time I'd make it. Whenever this time would actually be. My muscles screamed, my breath sharp, stinging. I bit down on my arm. It kept me going, distracted from the ache. Pain's like an itch that way. If you ignored it, it would only get worse. Scratch it and you'd get relief, if only for a little while. Next bend, a stump. Run. Yeah, that was it. Keep running, keep surviving. Make it across the road and...
Oh.
You're a terrible driver, just. No. 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 No, no, no. No, no, no. Not again. Not again. Shit. How could I have been so stupid? The road. The road. I had to wait for the car on the road. Could almost hear his voice then. Muffled. Distant. As he stumbled out of his car towards what was left of my body. But with the blood clogging my ears, his words were lost on me. I felt his hands grip my shoulders, trying to shake me awake. Not that it mattered what he said anyway. There was no chance I'd settle for this ending. Even if my body was broken and bleeding, I could just roll back, and everything would settle into place again. Like it never happened at all.
But I was gonna crash anyway.
So I willed myself to roll back. Why wasn't it working? Was I doing something wrong? All I needed was to roll back. All the way until that choice I'd made. The one that had gotten me killed again. Then I could do it right this time. I could do better. So I willed myself to roll back. This is not scripted, by the way. You have to actually click the button, and otherwise you get this. I just wanted to let you know.
I am pressing the button.
Oh, no.
I have to press it a couple of times because he's just ...
You're pressing rollback?
Oh, wait, I have to click rollback?
Yeah. You can let it run for a little bit. I'm curious.
How should I know I have to click rollback?
It might actually just repeat. If just it just repeats until you do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna...
So,
Are we reading that or not?
this is all that I've said right now. You can roll it back, and whatever that you want to pick it up again, I will keep reading. Yeah. When you click... Oh.
What?
You want to... There was a bit that said, yeah, right here in the dialogue.
Oh. How should I know?
You gotta pay attention, love. I felt his hands grip my shoulder. Not that it would matter, that it mattered what he said anyway. There was no chance I'd settle for this ending. Even if my body was broken and bleeding, I could just roll back and everything would settle into place again. Like it never happened at all. So I willed myself to roll back. I think you keep going past this point, actually. Rolling back past this, yeah. I watched the world retreat back through time, like a knot coming undone. If there's a white text, then I'll read it, but otherwise just go through. And then... Huh? What? What was that? It didn't happen last time, right? Just a hitch, maybe? Then, if I...
Oh. I'm insane. Well, you're insane.
I was back here. I definitely hadn't been found. Not that quickly. This was a different type of hitch than punishment for rolling back too much, I suppose. Bargain too much with the past, and eventually the past comes to collect. If I waited, I'd eventually end up where I was supposed to be. But that meant dealing with...
a woman!
Even in my own memories, her presence put me on edge. I sat on the edge of my old cot, and her on the folding chair across the room. Then, this was one of our sessions together, way back when.
Again, number 8. I know you can do better this time.
Training sessions, that is. My vision throbbed behind my skull, my nostrils thick with the stench of copper. My nose was bleeding again. I decided not to deviate from the script. I can't. It hurts. My voice was small, so fragile and useless. I sounded like a child and I hated it. I wanted to tear that weakness right out of my throat.
I know, it hurts. But you need to try again, okay? Number 8. Just one more time, and then you can rest as long as you like.
Really? My blood boiled. Do you promise?
I promise.
Liar. 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 Liar.
Now, one more time. Find out what's on the other side of this card. And then roll back and tell me what it is before I show it to you. Do you understand?
My nails dug into my arm as she spoke. Yes, ma'am.
Ah!
Hide.
Hide.
The car would be passing by on the road any second now. If I ran, I'd get hit. So I caught myself on a nearby tree and crouched down into the brush. But I always came to the same inevitable conclusion. I couldn't keep going like this. My legs hurt, my stomach groaned, my eyelids begged for rest. I knew how this worked. I'd seen the movies. The movies I was allowed to watch, in any case. I crept towards the side of the road and stuck my thumb out, just like I remembered. But in the movies, someone always winds up dead by the end, right? I didn't know what other choice I had. My scalpel hung heavy against my thigh, the one thing I'd be able to take with me, the one thing that had kept me alive.
Yeah, I should have kept it in your pocket, dude.
There had to be a better ending to this. There had to be. I wasn't going to give up, no matter what it took. So he flashed his headlights and pulled over right alongside me. As soon as he came out of the car, I knew something wasn't right.
I wonder what choices he's gonna make. Like my character. I'm not in control of him now.
Controlling him? Yeah.
Like, what would he actually do naturally?
He's actually going to flirt with the character.
Oh my god!
He's actually going to be good at it too. I'm kidding. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean it. I knew something wasn't right.
God damn! Big!
He was too quick about it. Too eager. Yeah, he's really chunk. Holy shit.
Yeah. His
No.
ears.
No, that's his hair.
God damn.
The door shut just a little too loudly. I just knew. He must have remembered.
I feel like a paranoid dude.
He remembered and he was angry and he was about to hurt me and kill me and send me back and leave me to rot and then he stepped forward. Close. Close. Too close. He was too close. Close enough to grab. Close enough to choke. Close enough to kill. Close enough to hold and squeeze and sigh and whisper and tell me how much he didn't really mean it. Close enough to
No!
stab, stab, stab,
No!
stab, 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 stab.
An asshole.
Good shift, bruv. My scalpel sank into his side. It gave so easily, like dough parting around my finger. But it wasn't enough. He pinned me to the ground.
Well, yeah, you attacked me. Of course I'm gonna pin you.
My scalpel was still stuck inside him, but this time, it hadn't been fatal. He twisted my arm around my back. Father, father, father.
Oh god, no!
Snap. I screamed into the dirt, tears biting at the edges of my vision as my arm went limp in his grasp. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Make it stop. Make it stop. Please, make it stop. Hissing through my teeth, I squeezed my eyes shut. I had to go back. I had to. If I can stop this. If I keep going, I can stop this before it happens.
Yeah, just don't stop me.
Just keep going. Even if it hurts. Even if the pain feels absolutely unbearable. It took every ounce of me to stay focused as I lived through the pain all over again. Shit. Just a little bit further and I'd be free. Now, he'll pin me to the ground, and...
Hello.
Again? But why? Was I really running that low? She warned me once, said that if I rolled back too much, I'd tear myself apart, but... part of me hoped it was just another one of her lies. In that case, I knew I had to do whatever I could to find my better ending as quickly as possible. No matter the cost. I took a deep breath and waited for the memory to end. No. Not this one. Anything but this one. I was trying to hide underneath my cot, but there was no point. She saw everything. I hugged my knees to the chest as the door burst open. I heard her heels when she walked in. 2 sets of boots followed her. Security guards. I tried to be quiet. I tried to be still. I tried to be invisible. But it didn't work, of course. I always wound up right back here. Right back in this horrible limbo. A cycle that never ends. The guards pulled me from out under the cart by my ankles and slammed me against the wall, my arms pinned. I struggled. I squirmed and bit and screamed and kicked. Nothing worked.
Oh no.
She stood between them, her eyes boring into mine. I couldn't look away even if I tried.
You know why you're in trouble, don't you? Number 8.
I bit my tongue to keep myself from answering on impulse.
I think you do. I heard that you tried to run away again last night, number 8. The boys told me you were quite the troublemaker. You injured 3 of them when they brought you back home. They say you roped a random man into your antics. Apparently, you convinced some poor old woman to hide you from us. Is this all true? Number 8.
I tasted copper again. It's your fault.
Oh.
You killed her. She was only trying to help and you killed her for it.
Welcome back, Wolf. We have stopped dying, but now we're on the killer part of you and what he's dealing with. And he has the power to roll back time. And now he's having mommy issues.
About the gist of it.
Is that right? Yet, you're perfectly aware of what we're capable of, are you not? You know how much I care about you. And you know how far we'll go to bring you back safely to us. Yet even so, knowing all this, you still put that woman in harm's way. This woman you believe to be so innocent. Did you ever consider her safety, number 8? Or were you content to use her for your own selfish ends? We didn't kill her, number 8. You did.
My chin, a thumb stroking my cheek.
You're not a good person, number 8. You'll never have been. You're a weapon, a tool, a killer, and nothing more. Don't forget that. It's your nature. The woman you met knew that, and why we found charcoal form in her coat pocket.
I didn't want to hear this anymore.
I'm the only one who loves you for who you are, number 8.
I didn't want to be here anymore.
You know better now than to try and leave me again, don't you?
No more. No more, no more, no more, no more. No more.
Don't you, number 8? Oh, hello.
No more. Breathe. I was out. Back to before he left the car. But that was fine. I'd remembered something. Something important.
Don't kill me.
I remember when it felt so wrong last time. I focused, trying to collect my thoughts. He was just you. You came out of the car, right on schedule. But something was still off. That smile of yours. Usually, it was the first thing I saw. The last two, sometimes.
I kind of like the design of this guy.
Yeah. But this time, it was nowhere to be found. As much as it had put me on edge, seeing you without it somehow felt even worse.
Hey, you're right. Where are you headed?
Like clockwork. The same words, the same cadence, same ending. What could I do to make things end differently this time?
I don't know, dude. Maybe if you're sitting in the front, don't stab me in the eye. If you're in the back, don't pull the knife on me.
Nah.
Just an idea. Just an idea.
Nah, too much effort.
Just an idea.
I was resisting not only what fate had in store for me, not only what your intentions were, but in the end, my very own nature. What do you do when you're the one stacking the odds against yourself? You stepped closer, but I expected this time. Not that it helps. My throat closes up when you approach. An involuntary response. Survival instinct.
Look, you need a ride, right?
So round and round it goes.
If I'm taking you somewhere, then can you at least give me a direction?
Anywhere but here. But I knew I couldn't say that. I couldn't give too much away. I picked at the bite marks on my arm, forcing myself to breathe again. Deep breaths. Focus. Do better this time. I met your gaze head on and willed my voice to stay even. Stable. Stick to the script. Is there a town nearby? And there was that smile.
He's kind of cute.
Almost as soon as the words left my mouth, your expression shifted. I could never get a read on you, no matter how many times I rolled back. Nearby. Oh, sorry, that was yours.
Oh, I'm so used to. I'm not sure. Not for a while, yeah. I don't think.
Yeah, me too. I was almost about to do your dialogue at the beginning as well. I tapped a finger on the inside of my palm, trying to be patient. Next was, but there should be a...
But there should be a gas station at the next exit, about a 20-minute drive or so.
I sank my teeth into my lip. Only minor deviances so far. Would it be enough?
Do you want me to take you there? Ooh.
Do you want to have? Do you want to decide?
No, it's your character.
All right. I'm I'm gonna. I'll nod. I'll nod.
Follow the script.
Yeah. Follow the script. I nodded. The lump in my throat wouldn't go away, no matter how hard I tried to swallow. Please. You returned my nod, ever so slightly. But you were still smiling. Always with the smiling. Did you even notice you were doing it?
I think it's a very polite thing to do. Okay.
No, hella creepy. Before I could stop you, your hand made contact with my shoulder. It took any semblance of self-control I had left to keep from pushing you away and taking out my scalpel.
Don't do it.
You patted me twice and returned back to the car.
Or where are you gonna put me? Where are you?
I watched you closely, making sure you opened the right door. Backseat. Good. My shoulders relaxed, ever so slightly.
Okay, so I'm guessing if you, no matter what, if you put you in the front, you're so nervous, so when we speak, you lose your fucking mind. So in the backseat, you're more relaxed.
Yeah, it throws them off when you trust them. See? I didn't like it when you were too friendly, too trusting, maybe nervous. I'd already seen a lifetime's worth of you, but even so, I couldn't risk trusting you back. I had no idea who you really were, after all.
You coming?
Moment of truth. My scalpel felt cold, pressing against my skin as I climbed inside. The smell wasn't any better this time around. Like the bottom of an old ashtray.
Excuse me. Hey.
You just reek, my dude. My brow furrowed. What?
Seatbelt?
Oh, right. For some reason, slipped my mind every single time. How to think about road safety when I knew you could send this car hurtling into the next tree at any moment. No seatbelt was going to help me there.
Put it on. I'm not moving this car until you do.
Whatever. I crossed it over my chest and tugged it into the buckle without another word. One time, back when I still wasn't sure what it was, I had asked you what seatbelts were for. You started asking me a lot of questions after that. Ones I didn't like too much. It didn't end well. That was about the time I'd realized that you couldn't know the truth. Not even pieces of it.
I don't even remember that. Was that not part of the game?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It's hinting at the fact that they've had that this character has talked with your character many more times before that we started playing.
Jesus.
Like probably hundreds of times. People didn't take it. People didn't tend to take it too well when they found ticking time bombs in their cars. Eternity gnawed at the edges of my mind, a limbo of my own making. Miles passed behind us, the same road, the same trees, the same dark expanse. My nails dug into my arms. It was like torture, waiting to see what this loop would have in store for me. Would we crash? Another threat, maybe? Would you try to turn me into the police? What was it that I had to do to get the right ending this time? How long would it take until I was free? How many times would nature get the better of me? What was I doing wrong?
You're pulling the fucking knife at my neck! Is what you're doing wrong! Just sit there and be quiet!
No, it's all your fault.
Ah.
My eyes stung. You moved.
He is like a little, like, he's like, you know what? He's like Echo, Morgan's dog. One movement, he's gonna go biting.
Jesus. You weren't supposed to do that. You only shifted in your seat like that when you were suspicious of me.
Oh god.
I glanced up and drink was gone. Not right. Not right. Not right. Not right at all. I'd felt that hitch behind ages ago. More trouble than it was worth. So you're supposed to realize that it was empty when you picked it up and took a sip, and then go back to driving. Like normal. But your cup holder was empty and it wasn't right. Not right at all. Had you realized? Did I get something wrong? Did I make it too obvious? Had I left too many hitches behind? Did you remember everything? Were you just playing along so you could get me back in your car and find the right moment to kill me?
You're insane.
Or send me back to her? How much longer? How much longer until I died again? How much longer until they collared me and locked me away for good? How much longer until the windshield shattered into pieces across my chest? How much longer until...
Hey.
Oh god. You knew.
Paranoia.
My scalpel was in my hands already. I didn't remember how it got there.
So, I've been meaning to ask, what got you hitchhiking like this anyway? I got to actually ask words!
Yeah?
This is
This time you
new!
actually got your sentence, yeah.
What are you looking to find in town?
Were you taunting me? You had to know already, you had to.
Don't put that blade on me.
You waited for my answer. What was I looking for? A better ending. I am looking for A better ending. I knew there was still one out there for me. I knew it. All I had to do was find it. Earn it. There was no way that everything I had been through was for nothing.
A better ending? Ending to what?
Everything. I thumbed the edge of my scalpel.
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think I catch your meaning.
You have no need to. It's none of your business. I heard you snort.
It kind of is. You're in my car, you know?
You're not. Oh wait, that's you, sorry.
You're not planning on doing something dangerous, are you?
The blade stung at my flesh. And if I was?
As soon as you say them words, we're crashing the car.
I didn't wait for an answer. This path was already a lost cause. You must have figured it out already. But I wouldn't be so careless the next time. Before you realized what I truly was, before you lost control of the wheel, I drove my scalpel in the back of your seat.
Idiot!
And I prepared myself to start again.
One more time!
Is this really the ending that I want?
No. Yeah.
I got like 10 more minutes or so for D&D. I gotta get ready for D&D.
Now, you're the one who started this. You're not ending it until we ended it.
I know. Okay. I don't want it to end like this. Where was I? Oh, right.
Okay, lovely. Car. Wait, what?
It's you again.
Oh, it's me! I was driving through the mountains that night to visit someone on the other side. A friend? Met him online a couple of months ago and never saw him in person, though. Obviously. That would ruin the surprise, after all. I tapped my fingers against the steering wheel. This area was definitely Russell. Small town, small people, small problems. It made things easier. I didn't bother messing with the radio any further. It had long since given up on the ghost. I ran my thumb over the cross on my necklace, thinking, planning. And then I remembered something. Something important. It was something that I've never had happen before, but it was a memory nonetheless. Funny how that works, huh? And that's when I saw you. A scrawny thing in the dirty clothes on the side of the road, sticking your thumb out. Someone who needed help. So I did a stop. I couldn't very well abandon you, could I? But that strange little memory stuck at the back of my head. So I elected to compromise. I flashed my headlights and pulled over a little further down the road from you. Okay. Went straight to the trunk as I got out and grabbed some essentials from my bag. Phone, first aid, that sort of thing. Even if it was nothing, I figured there was no harm in being prepared. What that saying again? A stopped clock is right twice a day or something? I closed the trunk and started heading down to your direction. I got the chance to look at the stars as I walked. The sky was fabulous that night. No light pollution or big ugly building to make things up. I could see the stars the way the Lord intended it to help me think. I figured it could hang around this area for a while once I was done with my visit. That could do me some good. When I got close enough, I waved you down to get your attention. You seemed nervous. I didn't blame you. Hands in pocket, I approached you with a smile on my face. It just didn't feel right not to have one. As soon as I saw you, I knew I made the right decision. You were a sorry sight, like you've been wandering those woods for days. Alone, frightened, desperate. Poor thing. You needed help, badly. Hey, you alright? Where are you headed? No response. You didn't even look me in the eyes. Like you knew something that I didn't. I took a step forward, you didn't even flinch. Take as long as you need, okay? No rush, just tell me when you're ready. Now that I got your attention, you eyed me rarely, as if looking for something. I wonder what you thought you would find. You need a ride, right? Give me your direction, I can take you there. Still nothing. You looked like you were struggling with something. Only God knew what was going on in that head of yours. But I waited patiently, as long as you needed. It's not like I was going much of anywhere. Ran your fingernails up and down your arms as if you were scratching for something. And then, finally met my gaze.
Is there a town nearby?
Your voice was parched from thirst. You sounded like you were 2 steps from passing out. No wonder you needed my help. Not for a while yet, unfortunately. I wasn't too keen on the idea of bringing someone who knew my face along with me during my visit. Besides, it wasn't really a lie. The Lord would forgive me. But there should be a gas station on the next exit. How about 20-minute drive or so? I could take you there, if you like. Another pause. Something was really getting to you. I mean, everything has changed. I have done so many things different that you're kind of like, what the fuck? Life would be much easier if people were just open with their problems. Easier to help that way. If patient is vulture, I knew I learned the truth eventually. I always did.
Please.
So polite. The way you spoke made it sound like you were trying to impress somebody. Even though I knew you didn't have a lick of trust in me. Poor thing. My car's over there. You good for a short walk? Another nod. Not much hesitating this time. Were you already warming up to me? How cute. You're not enough to walk ahead of me, I figured. So I took the lead as we made our way back. Pressed a kiss on my cross when you wasn't looking.
Uh-oh.
The stars were still so lovely tonight, I almost got lost in them. The steady sound of your footsteps along mine kept me on track. I wonder if you realize how loudly you were breathing. How long until you decided to make the first move? How long until that distance of you got the better of you? I was ready to let it happen. I wanted you to have your moment. Patience, as always. We just made it to the car when you finally jumped me. You bitch! Pinned up against the door to the driver's seat, you scalpeled at my neck. Well, that had been your plan anyway. But I remembered something that never happened before. And now, my fingers closed around your trembled waist as you strained, trying desperately to drive the blade into my flesh. You was too exhausted to use your full strength, so I watched you struggle in vain. What do you think you're doing? Your teeth ground against each other, so determined to see this through. Is that any way to repay a stranger kindness? I tightened my grip, my nails digging into the bone and fragrant skin. You hissed, face groaned up in pain. It was all the distance I needed. The side of the car groaned as I slammed your weight into it. My hand was caught in the fistful of your hair. You hung limply from my grasp like a doll. The scapegoat slipped out of your fingertips. Your eyes twitched where the side of your face had made impact. With a sigh, I tossed you back onto the ground. You struggled to sit up. I kicked the scalpel under the car. No time for silly things like that anymore. You were still trying to fight, teeth blared, pulling yourself up to your knees. We couldn't have that now, can we?
Oh.
Do I have a gun? So I pulled up my gun out of my pocket. Right, I had a gun this whole time. For a guy who loves Jesus. Jesus. Rose, eyes wide as ever, like a deer in headlights. Poor thing. You really hadn't expected this all along, had you? That's enough. Sit down. To my surprise, you complied rather quickly. It's like all the fight in you just vanished. All it took was a little tough love, huh? There you go. Feeling better now. Your eyes stayed locked on the end of the barrel. Care to tell me why you decided to stab me in the back? I kept my voice even, gentle. No sense in losing my temper or anything. You swallowed. I could see the lip trembling. Glanced down at the ground beneath the car. Someone was getting ideas. I flipped the side of the gun with my other hand. Fingers still on trigger. You jumped at the sound. Eyes up here, buddy. Let's try again, shall we? Why were you trying to kill me? You inhaled sharply. Ah, so you finally found that voice of yours. What was that? I gestured with the end of the gun. Your chest rose and fell, shaking like a leaf.
Please don't kill me.
You sounded like you were about to cry. But that didn't exactly answer my question now, did it? One more time. Think carefully, alright? Oh my! Come on now, answer the question. Patient is a vulture, but I had so little of it left. I can't exactly help those who refuse to be helped, can I? You didn't hold back this time. The words spilled out of you, ugly and messy and everywhere, like a man at confessional.
I don't know. I was just scared and I...
Scared? I hummed. So, then. You acted on instant. You nodded fortunately.
I couldn't help it, so I...
Shh. You were silent immediately. Just one more question for me. One more and I'll set you free. Your eyes widened. One more, okay? Think carefully. Tilted my head, meeting her eyes. Are you a bad person? You didn't respond. You want to go free, don't you? Answer me then. Are you a bad person? You stammered uselessly.
I don't... No, I don't understand what you're...
You're not sure?
Oh.
Two options being... there. I think...
One's like manipulative and the other is like...
Isn't it your aunt, aren't you? Like saying you're not a bad person.
No, they're both saying yes.
Oh, really?
Different ways. Oh no, never mind. You aren't, are you? The other one is no, you aren't.
Yeah, I'm guessing this one's like basically saying you're a good person.
Yeah.
Going for that one. You aren't you?
Huh?
Your brow furrowed. I smiled. It's alright, I can tell. Bad people, they don't just come popping up out of the ground, you see. Evil is made raised. The world just pushes and pushes and pushes. Sooner and later, you start pushed back. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? You didn't say a word, but yet you didn't have to. So, how you get to this point? Just how far did this world push you? I crouched down to meet you at eye level, watching those eyes of yours start to water. You must have been through so much to think that that was your only option. But it never ends, does it? No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you push back, you're always left with pain. And it never ever leaves. Tears streamed all the way down to your chin.
An endless cycle.
Exactly. Round and round it goes. A life like that is enough to break you. You must be exhausted. You nodded. There was such relief in your face. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to go through all that anymore. I forgive you. The Lord always forgives. I wrapped an arm around your shoulder and you crumbled like a stack of cards. You fell into me with your fist balled up into my shirt, wet with tears and snot. I held you as long as you needed, kept you as close as I could. Deep breath. You can rest now. You're free now. I closed my eyes, smiling against your neck. You'll never have to suffer again. You didn't even realize my gun was in your head. I'm done. I'm done.
Go on.
No! I was so happy! I thought that was a good ending!
Go on.
Oh. Didn't even realize my gun was at your head until it was... Fuck's sake!
I could feel your jaw fucking drop
It
as you read that out.
It did!
Ending 9, complex.
Oh! I thought that was the good ending!
There, love. There.
Oh my god! I was like, finally! The good ending! I don't even know who's talking. What are you?
I think this is me.
Where was
I?
Okay, you read it. This should be you.
Yeah. Where was I? Oh. Right. Nope, never mind.
Oh no. I was driving through the mountains that night to visit a friend. At this point, I've been catfishing him for about 2... Whoa!
Yep.
I'm a bad person! I'm a bad person! Few months, give or take. He didn't expect a thing. Post the right pictures, say the right lines, and it's like watching moth to a flame. But whatever cozy little evening he had planned for the fever thing in my mind. I tapped my fingers against the steering wheel. This area was definitely rustic. Small town, small people, small problems. It made things easier. I didn't bother messing with the radio any further. It had long since given up the ghost. I ran my thumb over the cross of my necklace, thinking, planning. And then I remembered something. Something important. It was something that I've never happened before, but it was a memory nonetheless. Funny how that works, huh? And that's when I saw you. Scrawny thing in the dirty clothes on the side of the road, sticking your thumb out. Someone who needed help. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. I decided to stop. I couldn't even well abandon you, could I? That strange little memory took the back of my head. So I elected to compromise, flashed the headlights and pulled over a little further from the road from you. Went straight to the truck. As I got out, I grabbed the intentionally of my bag, phone, first aid, that sort of thing. Oh, and my gun too, of course. Now you're pointing out the gun.
Yep.
God gave me protection clause for defending themselves with then God gave human the sense of justice and clock to see it through.
And a Glock to see it.
I slipped it into my coat pocket safe and sound. Even if it was nothing, I figured there was no harm in being prepared. What that saying again? I stopped clock as I write twice a day or something. Closed the truck and started heading towards your direction. I got the chance to look at the stars as I walked. The sky was fabulous that night. No light, polish, or big ugly building to muck things up. I could see the stars the way the Lord intended. It helped me think. I figured that the hung around the area for a while after my done with my visit. The air could do me some good. I got close enough, I waved you down to get your attention. You seemed nervous. I didn't blame you. Hands in pocket, my fingers on the trigger, I approached you with a smile on my face. It didn't feel right not to have one. When I saw you, I knew I had made the right decision. Is your eyes bruised up now?
Mm-hmm.
You were a sorry sight, like you've been wandering those woods for days. Not to mention a pretty nasty China to show for now where you get something like that from. Oh my god!
Yep.
And how long have you been like this? Alone? Frightened? Desperate? Poor thing. You needed help. Hey, you alright? Where are you headed? No response. Didn't even look me in the eyes. Like you knew something that I didn't. I took a step forward. You didn't even flinch. Take as long as you need, okay? No rush. Just tell me when you're ready. Now that I got your attention, you eyed me warily as I was looking for something. I wonder what you thought you would find. You needed a ride, right? So give me the direction, I can take you there. Still nothing. You looked like you were struggling with something. Only God knew what was going on in the head of yours. But I waited, patiently, as long as you needed. It's not like I was going to much of anywhere. You ran your fingernails up and down your arms as if you were scratching at something. And then you finally met my gaze.
Your town nearby?
Your voice was parched from thirst. You sounded like you was 2 steps from passing out. No wonder you needed my help. Not for a while yet, unfortunately. I wasn't too keen on the idea of bringing someone who knew my face along with me during my visit. Besides, it wasn't really a lie. The Lord would forgive me. But there should be a gas station at the end, next exit, about 20-minute drive or so. I could take you there if you like. Another pause. Something was really getting to you. Life would be so much easier if people were just open with their problems. Easier to help that way. Patient is a vulture, and I know I've learned the truth, unfortunately. I always did.
Please.
So polite. The way you spoke made it sound like you were trying to impress somebody. Even though I knew you didn't have a lick of trust in me. Poor thing. My car's over there. Good for a short walk? Didn't move. Frozen like you wasn't even alive. Had I gone to scare you already? Shame on me. Your eyes fell on my pocket and just for a moment, doubt crept through my head. But I let go of what weakness when you nodded, shaking back a few steps and giving me a wide breath. Took the lead as we followed the road of the car, letting you trail behind me. He knows you have a gun. Pressed a kiss on my cross when you wasn't looking. The stars was still so lovely tonight. I almost got lost in them. Steady sound of your footsteps along the mine kept me on track. I wonder if you realize how loudly you were breathing. How long until you decide to make the first move? How long until that distance of yours got the better of you? I was ready to let it happen. I wanted you to have your moment. Patience, as always. We just made it to the car when you finally jumped me. Pinned against the door, the driver's seat, with your scalpel on my neck. Well, that had been your plan anyway. But I'll remember something that never happened before. And now, my fingers closed against your trembling wrists as you strained again, trying to desperately drive the blade into my flesh. Hello, Simply, how you doing? You're too exhausted to use your full strength, so I watched you struggle in vain. What do you think you're doing? Teeth ground against each other, so determined to see this through. Is that any way to repay a stranger kindness? I tightened my grip, my nails digging into the bone and Franco's skin. You hissed, face scrumped up in pain. It was all in the distance I needed. Distraction I needed. The side of the car groaned as I slammed your weight into it. My hands was caught in the fistful of your hair. You hung limply from the grasp like a doll. Scalpel slipped out your fingertips. Your eyes twitched where the side of your face had made impact. With a sigh, I tossed you back on the ground. You struggled to sit up. I kicked the scalpel under the car. No time for silly things like that anymore. Ah, you were still trying to fight, teeth bared, pulling yourself to your knees. Couldn't have that now, could we? So I pulled out my gun from my pocket and aimed it right at your head. You froze, eyes wide as ever, like a deer in headlights. Poor thing, you really haven't expected this at all, had you? That's enough. Sit down. To my surprise, you complied rather quickly. It's like all the fight in you had vanished. All it took was a little tough love, huh? There you go. Feeling better now? Your eyes stayed locked on the end of the barrel. Care to tell me why you decided to stab me in the back? I kept my voice even, gentle. No sense in losing my temper or anything. You swallowed. I could see your lip trembling. Glanced down at the ground beneath the car, someone getting idea. I flicked the side of the gun with my other hand, fingers still on the trigger. You jumped at the sound. Eyes up here, buddy. Let's try again, shall we? Why were you trying to kill me? You inhaled sharply. So you finally found that voice of yours. What was that? I gestured with the end of the gun. Your chest rose and fell, shaking like a leaf.
Please don't kill me.
Sounded like you was about to cry. But that didn't exactly answer my question now, did it? One more time. Think carefully, alright? Come on now, answer the question. Patience is vulture, but I had so little of it left. I can exactly help those who refuse to help, can I? You didn't hold back this time. The words spilled out of the ugly and messy and everywhere like a man at a confessional.
I don't know, I was just scared and I...
Scared? I hummed. So then, you acted on an instant. You nodded ferociously.
I couldn't help it, so I...
Shh. You went silent immediately. Just one more question for me. One more and I'll set you free. Your eyes widened. One more, okay? Yeah, we're voice acting!
Hell yeah.
Think carefully. I tilted my head, meeting your eyes. Are you a bad person? You didn't respond. You want to go free, don't you? Answer me then. Are you a bad person? Stammered, useless.
I don't know. I'll understand what you're...
You're not sure? I think you are. Because
What?
the other one, I just shot you in the head, so I think you are.
I really gotta pee, by the way. Oh my god,
I just
that
shot
was
you
good.
straight in the head.
Wait.
Quick shot. Oh, to the thigh.
Oh!
To the thigh. Oh my god, I want you to
Fuck.
be in pain.
I really gotta go piss. I'm sorry.
Go piss.
Yeah, 2 minutes. No, I can go grab a bucket real quick. I'll be right back. I have bottles around.
Yeah, we got like some voice acting going on. It's fun doing voice. Go piss. I hear him in the background, like, he's still got his headset on, like, It's great doing voice acting. It's like when I do visual novels with or dating sims, I would ask friends to go voice acting characters. Like, I want to do Doki Doki at some point, so I will be asking some friends to voice act. Pour the bottle out of your voice acting to do. Wait, pull the bottle out. Out. You got voice acting to do. I have my drink. And Joel did say he was gonna get a bucket. It's fine, it's fine. We've been reading it for like 2.5 hours. We're near the ending, hopefully. We're almost got every single ending. I feel like the last ending got me. No, it's just a waiting game now. It'll be cool having the homies voice act characters. Yeah! I have a couple of dating sims and novels, and I enjoy voice acting with friends. I might even ask the Islanders if in the future if they would be interested in voice acting with certain things. I've done it for Undertale, but it's one of them things of my friends who are voice acting aren't always there, so I'm not sure if the voice acting will be happening in the second gameplay of it. The only problem with voice acting, some people get bored just sitting there. Yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty sure the island. Yeah. There's a couple of things I want to do. And I think I want to do more content things. Hell, I'm excited to do Minecraft roleplay. That's going to be really fun. God damn, Joel's taking forever to piss. How is everyone doing in chat? You all having a great time? While we wait for my beloved to finish pissing.
Back.
Oh my god, he's back.
Do you have Discord open, by the way?
Yeah, I just checked. I don't care if Ash is gonna kill you. You're gonna be late for D&D because you made me play this and we're near the ending.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
I got my bucket.
One quick shot to the thigh, nothing serious, mind you. Just enough to keep you from causing any more trouble. You yelp like a dog and collapse, clutching your leg to your chest. Poor thing. Poor thing. But it's alright. I forgive you, you know? Sounded like you were trying to say something, but only the smallest whimper escaped your lips. Well, maybe not at the moment, but eventually I will. By the time I join you, all will be forgiven. What? Am I gonna shoot myself? He always forgives. I bent down to get a better look at you now that you were more reasonable. So sharp, so scrawny. It was no wonder that the wind didn't knock you over. See? God sent me to take care of people like you. People who threaten the safety of his folks. People who don't bring nothing good into the world and leave all sort of nasty stuff behind. I brushed your hair or your eyes, and my fingers trail across the bruise on your cheek. You stared at me with such hatred in those eyes of yours. People like me too. Give them a taste of their own medicine and whatnot. Karma, I think they call it. Bit in my face. I couldn't help but laugh. I know. This all doesn't make much sense to you right now, does it? Usually, I try not to mix work and personal business. Make things simple that way. But even before I saw you flagging me down, I've been seeing things. Visions, maybe. I saw your eyes widen as I spoke. Things that hasn't happened yet. Things that wasn't yet to be. Now, I don't fancy myself a proper or nothing, but if the Lord bending my ears, who am I to ignore him? And well, buddy, I wrapped my fist around the lock of your hair and pulled you up to look me properly. You gone pale as a sheet. I tucked the barrel under your chin and gave you a smile. God wants you dead. I feel so bad for your character now.
Been shot twice. Karma.
He just wants a happy ending. Sure, he's a bit of a stabby and British man, but oh my.
Yep.
There's one more ending. That gotta be one more ending, because it has to go back up, right? Gotta. Don't know what would be different, though. What are you? Where was I? Oh, right. I think the only thing is to keep driving. I've done the 2 other ending. I was driving through the mountain.
Do I tell you, or do you want to figure it out, or do you want me to tell you?
Do I have to drive past him?
No.
Okay, so I do need to pick him up. I was driving through the mountains that night to visit someone on the other side. A friend. He lived a little while away from my usual stopping ground, but I didn't mind it none. If I was stuck in the same place, a couple of people would start getting suspicious, start connecting the dots. Besides, there was only so many creeps and weirdos I could find on a local dating site. Branching out like this came with the job. Less people like him in the world, the better. I tapped my fingers against the steering wheel. This area was definitely rustic. Small town, small people, small problems. Made things easier. I didn't bother messing with the radio any further. It had long since given up on the ghost. I ran my thumb over the cross of my neck. Thinking. Planning. And then I remembered something. Something important. Something I needed to do. It was something that I never had happened before, but it was a memory nonetheless. Funny how that works, huh? And that's when I saw you. Scrawny thing in dirty clothes on the side of the road, sticking your thumb out. Someone who needed help. So I decided to stop. I had a job to do. I flashed my headlights and pulled over a little further down the road from you. I went straight to the truck as I got out and grabbed some essential from my bags. Phone, first aid, that sort of thing. Oh, and my gun too, of course. God gave me protections, claws for defending themselves with, then God gave humans a sense of justice and clock to see it through. I slipped into my coat pocket, safe and sound. It was the time to get to work. Closed the truck and started heading down to your direction. I got the chance to look at the stars as I walked. The sky was fabulous that night. No lights, polish, or big ugly building to muck things up. I could see the stars in the way the Lord intended. It made me think. I figured I could hang around this area for a while once I was done with my visit. The air could do me some good. When I got close enough, I waved you down to get your attention. You seemed nervous. I didn't blame you. Hands in pocket, my fingers on the trigger, I approached you with a smile on my face. It just didn't feel right not to have one. And as soon as I saw you, I took out my gun and... What the f- Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I pulled the trigger. Ah! Oh. You were still standing. Aww. Clutched your side when the bullet hit, hissing through your teeth. Your knees shook as you fought to stay upright, blood soaking through your shirt. Definitely wasn't going anywhere anytime soon, but it didn't feel right just to leave you there. Besides, I still had a job to do. I received the vision I did for a reason, down to the last detail. You had trapped me here too long already, watched me suffer and squirrel underneath your thumb. But no longer. No more of this. Things like you wasn't meant to exist.
Stop.
You clawed at my leg as I pressed the end of the gun to your forehead. You looked like you were in so much pain. So I granted you mercy. Is that it?
Nope.
There's still more? I can't let you near me. Where was I? Oh, right. I was driving through the mountains that night to visit someone on the other side. A friend. Assuming I played the cards right, he'll be expecting a teenager girl from the suburbs of his doorstep sometimes tomorrow night. Game the time I need to set up. Group the area. Places like this are just teening the bogs of the folks that do much stretching through. If I made it clean, made it quick, I have a day or two to sighten before his body found and the dig is up. It'd be nice to spend some time outside the house for once. I miss stargazing. I tapped my fingers against the ceiling wheel. The area was definitely rustic. Small town, small people, small problems. It made things easier. I didn't bother messing with the radio any further. It had given up since the ghost. I ran my thumb across on my neck, thinking, planning. Had I forgotten something? Funny. Took the weird sense of deja vu from my head and kept my eyes on the road. And that's when I saw you. A scrawny thing in dirty clothes on the side of the road, sticking your thumb out. Someone who needed help. So I flashed my headlight and pulled over beside you without a second thought. It's different! It's different!
Yep.
It's the Lord's way of offering assistance to those who is in need. After all, what sort of servant of God would it be if I left you there?
He knows.
He knows!
He knows.
Hey, you're right. I can't!
I got you this time, bitch.
Before I could even blink, you drove the scamper right through my stomach. They were both bad enough. I get both sides. I fell to my knees, arms wrapped tight around my waist, fighting to stop the bleeding. Flickered the blood free from the blade and stepped towards me again. But for some reason, your hands were shaking. You looked terrified. Oh wait, is that me? Yeah. Don't. Yeah, it was you. Your voice trembled, eyes blown wide.
Don't come near me again.
Again? I choked, feeling blood and bowels raise up my throat. My vision shook. What are you talking about? I fell to the ground as my life drained from my body. I never found out who you were and why you killed me. You didn't even remember. I'm alive, but I don't want to end like this. It's different! It's different! This gotta be the ending.
Almost.
Let me tell you. Okay, never mind. Oh, hi! You needed help badly. This was the end of the both of us. You know why you're in trouble, don't you? Are you a bad person?
We are even. Does that make sense?
I insist.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
That's you.
No. No.
No.
I don't know who's talking!
Both.
Oh, that's you. That's you.
Where was I? And when was this? The 7th loop? The 18th? The car crashed. That much was obvious. Was this the one where I stabbed you first? Or the one where I tried to threaten you? I couldn't remember. Oh. Wait. Why couldn't I roll back this point? Back past this point? It wasn't working. Was I stuck again?
Oh, do I have to roll back?
Was this a memory? Some new kind of hitch? I think I'll let it play. Or did I... Did I finally reach the end? So then... This was it. My final loop. The only ending I had left, and... I couldn't even remember which one it was. After all this time, fate won out. So my only option left was to give up. Something was moving. A sound off to my left.
Oh, we're holding hands!
Oh. It must have been you. I guess that you'd survived the impact this time. Were you still conscious? Then all I could do now was...
Look.
Look. I was... Oh wait, I think this is you.
I was alive. Just barely. My breath was slow, uneven. I crashed dangling loosely from my neck. Even without looking up, I already knew what had happened. My car crashed. We survived, but not enough to save ourselves. It was a miracle that we were even still breathing at all. And you... Somehow, I knew you were connected to all of this. The memories of things that haven't happened yet. The weird sense of deja vu every time I looked at you in your eyes. The little constant and oddity that kept on piling up. And how I knew we'll be through this before. That we'll die before. Even though it seemed so impossible. But we already had this one miracle underneath our belt. What was one more? Your eyes bored into mine, red and bloodshot and weak. If this was how things were going to end anyway, then I didn't have much else to lose. Oi! Sam was more of a croak than anything else. Like I haven't had a drink in weeks. I nudged your hand with mine own, trying to get your attention. Those eyes of yours, I could never tell if they were actually looking at me or just straight through me. For all I knew, you kept that damn thing open while you slept. Certainly wouldn't be the weirdest thing about you. You blinked, owl-like, mouth hung up and in the way you do when you were off in your own little world. I shifted in place, flickered your wrist. Hey, Earth 2 point detector? You still with me? Now that I got your attention, you joined as soon as my nail hit your skin. I've never realized how many scars you had on your hand alone. Were some of those bite marks?
I am conscious.
I noticed. Not sure how long we have left, though.
Indeed.
Looked away. Never a good sign. So I think I ought to know the truth before I kick the bucket.
Wow. How do you mean?
But the crap. You're not nearly as good a liar as you think you are. You huffed. So tell me what's really going on here, at the very least, so I know who to blame for it.
Not that simple.
Most things in life aren't. Tell me anywhere. You took your time rolling your lip between your teeth.
You're correct. You deserve to know. Yet, even so...
You swallowed. For some reason, you looked really small for all of a sudden.
Even so... Could you do something for me in return?
Glanced up.
Look at me.
It's you!
Oh, it's moi.
We're just swapping over!
A look of absolute bewilderment crossed your face. I didn't blame you. I already done so much, and to ask yet another thing of you was nothing short of selfish, to say the least. I wouldn't forgive me either.
I mean, it depends. With reason, obviously.
That was already more than enough. It is nothing major. My gaze fell upon where your hand was touching mine. Callousness and rough skin hidden underneath a worn leather glove. The hand of a worker. How little I knew about you. Even now. I am not the best at telling stories. Speaking in general is difficult. But I do enjoy listening to them. So, once I am finished, could you tell me a story as well? Immature, selfish, stupid. A request that was everything I hated to be and more. But with the world ending around me, I wanted that indulgence.
Sure.
To my surprise, you answered without an ounce of hesitation, like it was nothing.
But, I'm warning you. Storytelling ain't exactly my fault either. And too great at talking too, but it gets the job done.
I couldn't resist the smile tugging at my lip. It most certainly does. I took a deep breath. How much do you remember? About tonight? About me? You clicked your tongue, taking a moment to respond.
Let's see. I remember when you couldn't stop laughing, even as we were dying. Actually, I couldn't really tell if you were laughing or not. In general, I remember meeting you for the first time.
Anything else?
Well, I remember trying to strike up a conversation one time, but you went and stabbed me right in the middle of it. Said some real creepy shit too. And one other thing.
Oh?
I remember you killing me as soon as I stepped out of the car.
So that part stuck.
I didn't remember anything else at the time, but with what I know now, you must have had a real good reason to be scared, didn't you?
I waited, making sure you were finished before I spoke. Or procrastinated on getting on with it. Or like. Everything that you have just told me did occur. Once. In one timeline or another. I remember everything. Every death, every ending. Sometimes I have lost track of the details, here and there. But even as the world moves on without us, I have kept you here, looping again and again. You sighed.
I figured it was something like that. It doesn't make a genius to put two and two together. How long has this been going on? Am I...
I am
Oh, sorry.
uncertain. It's fine, I don't mind. Long enough that I cannot roll back any further. Days, undoubtedly. Weeks, perhaps. At this point, it has been more times than you could possibly comprehend. And a sob bubbled up in my throat before I could push it back down. I squeezed my eyes shut. I can't keep going any longer. My voice cracked and I couldn't bring myself to hold it all in. As disgusting and shameful and as useless as I felt, I sobbed there into the dirt once reality came crashing down upon me. All this time, I've been trying to escape this stupid cycle. Breaking out, getting captured, being punished, trying to break out again, over and over and over. Something in my chest was aching like it had never before. I sniffed, wiping my nose on my sleeve. I really thought that this time would be for good. That I could escape and find some better ending. But now I'm just stuck in a whole nother cycle. And I've gone and roped you into it too. I stopped, trying to breathe properly again. I felt revolting. I'm so Sorry. I'm so sorry you got dragged into all of this. My fingers stuck into the ground, my nails scraping up all the dirt and loam and ash and filth they could find. I wanted to scratch at my arms instead, so badly. But it hurt too much to move. If I could just sink my teeth in, maybe I could dull the pain again. Just like usual. And then I felt something. Your hand. You were squeezing mine, firm yet so gentle. So I opened up my eyes. Look.
My turn. Let me tell you a story. Said it so casually, like I had the faintest possible idea what I was doing. I didn't know. I didn't care. All I knew was that this was the end of everything, and someone needed my help. Whatever pain you were going through, however much you suffered, I promise you a story with a happy ending. And if God had abandoned me here, then I sure as hell wasn't going to do the same to you. I took a deep breath and looked up at the stars. This is a story about a scooper.
Scorpion.
A scooper on... I can't say that word. Yes. Oh, fuck. Of course it picked a word that I can't say.
Just ignore the word.
I'm gonna say a snake. A snake with a big, venomous stinger and scary-looking claws. Yes, a snake.
Totally.
A cat! A cat!
A cat, there you go.
One day, Cat needed to get across the wide open river. But he couldn't swim, obviously. So he went to ask someone for help. Why did he need to get across the river? Who knows? Oh, sorry.
You bitch.
I couldn't read the color coding. It's all black and white.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Who knows to get to the other side?
Oh. Then, who did the scorpion ask for help?
A frog. A turtle!
Fuck the frog.
I would
I hate
say...
frogs.
A frog can't really do anything, but a turtle, he can actually get on top of the shell. I think a turtle is the best option.
Go for it.
He asked a turtle who was resting nearby by the riverbank.
Isn't it supposed to be a frog?
Wait, is it a real story that people...
yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. It's a real, it's like a chicken crossed the road. Or, not that, but, like, story-wise.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Hey, who's the one telling the story here? You snorted.
Carry on, then.
So, the cat asked the turtle for a ride across the river. Turtle was a strong swimmer, with a powerful shell to defend itself with, so it could make it across the problem. Turtle had nothing to fear, so he told the cat to climb right on aboard, and the two set off.
But a scorpion's nature is to sting that which it sees. While they are swimming across the river, the scorpion would have no choice but to attack its friend.
The cat's stinger can't pierce a turtle shell. No matter its nature, the turtle wouldn't get hurt.
Then, would the turtle even notice that the scorpion had tried to kill him at all?
Oh. I feel like the turtle would know. Yes, he would. Turtle would sense the movement on its back and feel the finger push against its gel. Truth. Oh.
And the turtle would have to drown the scorpion.
What?
God granted the turtle with the means to defend himself, did he not? Then it would be the turtle's duty to enact justice on the sinful scorpion. Right?
I guess so.
I do not think I like that story very much.
The only one I got, buddy. Don't like it, come with a better ending.
It's not that simple.
No? Why not? The future's what you make of it.
The nature of a scorpion cannot be denied. No matter how many times he tries, his fate has already been determined.
What, like destiny or something?
No, just stupidity and self-sabotage.
Squeezed your hand. It doesn't have to be that way, you know.
I have no say in the matter. It is the very essence of an endless cycle. My ending will always remain the same.
Even if you escape it?
There is no escape.
I thought the same thing one time. Thought that whenever I gave in, through all those months of hard work into gutter for the sake of another quick smoke, there was no point in even trying. That the more I struggled, the harder it would get.
And this.
What, hun?
Nothing.
And I was
What do you
right.
think?
I was wrong. Okay, what did he basically just say?
He was saying that he thinks that there was no point in what he was doing. Like whatever he did, he was going to just get a bad end, essentially.
And I was wrong. Then. And I was wrong. The effort that comes with getting yourself out of something like that, it never really ends. You don't just break out, then you're home free. You have to keep going. As much as it sucks, it's a commitment.
How much more committed do I have to be?
Your voice was full of volume.
You have no idea how long I have been trying. No idea how much.
My fingers crawled around yours as you took a shaky breath.
How much I've had to do just to get this far. The reason why I'm still here is only because I didn't try hard enough. Then maybe I never actually had a chance in the first place.
Maybe so.
What?
Maybe you just don't have it in you to go at this alone. No shame in it. It happens to the best of us. That's why you gotta know when to cut your losses and ask someone for help. You huffed.
You make it sound so easy.
I know. What was it that you said earlier? It's not that simple. And you're right, it isn't. But if you've already tried everything and you're just about ready to give up anyway, what else do you have to lose?
Nothing. But the same cannot be said for the person helping me.
That's on them. Their life, their choices.
I would still be responsible for the hardships they suffered.
What did I just say? You went quiet again, but I've had enough of this anyway.
What are you?
Come on, you. Get up and at them. Even as every part of my body screamed in protest, I pulled myself up to my feet using one of the trees nearby to keep my balance. But I didn't let go of your hand.
You're going to kill yourself if you try to move that much.
Yep. You killed me plenty of times already. I can handle it. As I said that, I plucked out one piece of sharpened from my stomach and hissed at the pain hit me all over again.
Case in point.
Oi, that's enough out of you, wise guy. Come on, get moving.
Excuse me?
Sliding my hand underneath your forearm, you yelped as I pulled you up beside me. I saw your leg was twisted, bent and broken in all the wrong ways, so I eased you onto my shoulder to help you stand. You're coming with me, buddy. This better ending of yours you want so badly. Wherever wherever it is, you're going to find it. You wobbled, clinging to my arm for dear life.
This is ridiculous. We could not make a single step, much less far enough to find help.
Dragged us forward past the tree. You virtually shrieked. See? Look at that. A step. Be out of here before you know it. Your nails dug into the fabric on my shirt.
Why should we bother?
I grunted, groping for another branch to hold onto while I pull us forward. It hurts to breathe. Listen, I have no idea what kind of high power you're execrable to, but God put me here for a reason, and that reason is to get rid of the world of bad people and look after the good ones. No matter how this ends, wherever I get you somewhere safe or die trying, I'm doing exactly what I was set out to do. We took the next few steps in silence as my boots slide across the dirt, your bad foot dragging behind you.
You're insane.
Nope, just stupid. Give me a moment. My phone just lit up, saying someone's logged into my fucking Amazon.
The fuck?
Hello?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping, give me a moment, people.
Quick chat. Fill his chat with pineapple pizza.
Oh.
Oh, alright. Fine then. I'll do it myself.
Give me a moment, I think it might be Joe. Oh, there, Joe's texting me. Give me a moment, just making sure before I freak out. I think Joe's doing Prime. Okay.
Alright.
Give me a heart attack, woman. Okay. All good, people. Just my sister logging into my Prime. Had a heart attack. Okay, continue. Now, are you gonna help me? Help us walk or what? I didn't expect you to respond or do much or anything, right? Really. I was perfectly content to keep us going until I couldn't anymore. But instead, reached out to touch my chest and... Ow! Felt like it's been sucked in the gut. Something relevant through me, but it took a second to shake off the impact. The fuck did you do to me? Didn't answer. When I looked down, I saw you gone, completely limp. Oi! Oi! Didn't move a muscle. Your head rolled to the side, nose bled, streaming down across your lip. And then I realized how much better I was feeling. I looked down at his stomach where the glass had slid me up and crash. It was like the wound was closing in on itself. Not healing herself, but melding together as if it had never been there at all. You gave me your power. Like it was reversing itself or rolling back. I kept moving, arched like hell, but my strength came back to me. I hoisted you up over my shoulder and carried you as far as I could. It was like you weighed nothing at all. I had no idea how long we'd been stuck here. I had no idea how much time we lost or how the world had changed us since we last part of it. But I knew one thing for certain. I was going to find us that better ending even if it killed me. Even if there was no point in trying. Even that either of us really deserved it. Because God knows we needed it. Is that all? Is that the end?
So, there is one more. It's in that scene where they're laying down, and it's either you get up and you look for that better ending, or you lay down and you accept that you're both going to die. And that
Okay, so I got the
people.
better ending.
Yeah. That is the official ending, so to speak.
Wow.
Yep.
I feel depressed.
So, but they got out at the end. Aww. So you'll notice, like, at the... Oh. You unlocked the ending gallery.
Oh. So that is the proper ending.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus one. Hope you enjoy the strange little story as podcast stop. You would like to play the game again, you may come visit here when it begins. I hope you can find the better ending. See,
if you go on bonus, you can scroll through. Oh, there's actually a couple more.
There's a couple of endings we didn't get.
Yep. I think they
That's
have to
the
do...
second ending from that.
Yeah. There's a few... There's one with the frog and the scorpion as well that we didn't get.
Makes sense.
There's some others.
Oh my god.
But there are small variations.
Oh, I am done.
Yep. What did you think of the game?
Oh my god. The amount of times my jaw has dropped. I liked it.
I could. I'm glad. I could fucking feel your your jaw just hit the floor when he pulled out the gun.
Well, yeah, he's
and
a
shot
Jesus
him.
man.
Yeah. But I love that at the very beginning of the stream, somebody in chat and then you eventually were like, oh, the main character's a serial killer as well, right? Like, made a joke about it.
Yeah.
And he's actually going out and like catfishing people and quote unquote taking out the bad people in this world and protecting the good ones.
Oh my god. Amazing game. Amazing game.
It was fun voice acting that.
Oh yeah. I love games like this. that makes me gets me surprised. Not that many jump scares. Like, I love horror in video games like this. It's not jump scaring, but it's dark.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, you're late for D&D.
I'm probably gonna miss it.
Oh my god.
First, yeah.
I started this.
I am the one who started it. And actually, it's fine.
Oh, jeez.
They're doing like a puzzle thing or something.
Let me see who's live that we can raid.
Yes.
Do I have any friends who are online? I really do not have any friends online right now. Is there anyone playing the same game?
I doubt it. It's very niche. But it's fairly good.
What's the game name again?
Hike back.
Hike back. Yeah, literally no one else playing this game. It's fine. We don't need to raid. I got no friends online. So, I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is gonna be very interesting to, like, edit. I am so sorry that I made one of the gameplay of this very cursed with a flirty character. But that was funny.